Hey, it's Justin Purpero. Today we're talking about questions that you need to ask potential realtors that you're going to be working with when it's time to buy your home. Such an important thing, guys. Going out into the marketplace and not having the proper realtor can mean thousands of dollars off the purchase price, getting your offer accepted or not accepted, as well as having so much more anxiety and headache throughout the process. Utilizing the right realtor will eliminate a lot of that and get you into a home that maybe you wouldn't have been able to if you didn't work with that realtor. Being able to offer and negotiate that price down. There's so many things that a good realtor can do, but I want to talk to you about some questions that you need to ask, that you must ask if you're going to be out in the marketplace and working with a realtor. I find that a lot of people will just utilize their friend or their mother or brother. They'll use, a referral that they've heard of from their sphere of influence. That's great. But at the end of the day, I believe that the right choice is working with an expert in that marketplace. If you're looking in, let's say, Irvine, you want to work with a realtor, not from LA, not from San Diego. You want to work with a realtor that's from that local market. Even if they're great in their marketplace that they're in, if they're working outside of the marketplace, ask them for a referral, because at the end of the day, the realtors, it's a small group. It's a small industry when it comes down to it. And the right realtors speak to other top producing realtors. And sometimes just that connection, that friendship, that knowing each other will make the difference for you to get your offer accepted. They might have, 3 different offers on the property, all of which are the same purchase price. But if they know your realtor and they have that connection, that relationship with that realtor, they might accept your offer better. So working with a neighborhood or a citywide leader in the marketplace is so important. You can find a lot of this information on Google and different websites that have realtor information. You'll know who the player is in that space. And so always do yourself a favor. Open up Google, find top realtors in your area, and call the top 3. Don't be hesitant to just choose the first one. Call 3 of them, see if you can get a vibe. You might not even be able to get a hold of those top 3. They might not even call you back, and that's a bad sign. If your realtor is not willing to communicate with you properly, the anxiety that's caused within a purchase transaction is huge. You're worried about whether or not your offer is going to get accepted. And once it is accepted, there's all sorts of processes in place where there's just a lot of anxiety that is in the process that you need to have the communication with your realtor. So test that realtor by making that phone call, seeing how they communicate. Another question that you want to ask is how long they've been in the business. Quite frankly, not a lot of new realtors have been in the business long enough to be top producers. And at the end of the day, there's no reason not to use a top producer. You want to work with people that are going to get the job done. And these ones that are running the markets that you're looking to buy, they're movers and shakers for a reason. It's because they communicate well. It's because they have friendships and relationships in that market to get your offer accepted. So do yourself a favor and really get clear on how many years they've been in the business. Also, are they on a team? Are they independent? Quite frankly, it's not like they need to be either one or the other. Sometimes it works in markets where their teams they're a bigger team. They have more market share. That might be a good thing for you. If they're in a team that is spread across the United States or spread across the state, that might not make as much sense and be a real token that you might want to take on. There's no real benefit for that. So being independent or on a team, talk about the benefits with them and why they think that it's important for them to be independent and why they think it's better for them to be on a team depending on the realtor that you're interviewing. Also, like how many homes have they closed in that area? They should be able to present to you why they're different in that marketplace. They can tell you that they close, 50% of their buyer transactions in that marketplace, that they are more, or they'll tell you that they're a listing agent. You don't really want, as a buyer, you don't really want to work with listing agents per se, because at the end of the day, these listing agents are focused on putting properties up for sale, not working with home buyers and driving them around and showing them different properties. So I would say that unless you're going to go directly to the property that you're looking to purchase, going with that agent who's also representing the seller, that sometimes is a good move because they can give you an insight on what it's going to take to get the offer accepted. But really the idea is that you want to work with buying agents, because buying agents will be better suited for first-time home buyers to show them around the market, spend the extra time, give them a little more, they'll give you a little bit more time and an energy when it comes to the questions that you might have. And so that's something that you want to look at, the percentage of buyer to listing, how much they are within the marketplace. Also, you want to find how well they do as far as the purchase price to the sale price. You might find the right statistics from that realtor that show that they are able to negotiate better than maybe another agent. I find that there's some agents that go out there and they are just hungry to get a great offer accepted. They will go out of their way to negotiate that price down, and they should be able to share with you the insights of the properties that they've sold to home buyers where the listing price was X and they sold it for less than that. That just shows you that there's negotiation skills that would be best suited for you as a first-time home buyer. But I talk about realtors a lot because I'm in process with them a lot of times. I'll do anywhere from 10 to 20 new home purchases a month, and what I find, I see all different types of realtors involved, and you really need to make sure that you've got the proper realtor on your side, because it's, like I said, it can make all the difference in getting your offer accepted, negotiating for a better price. So make sure that you, just to recap on what we talked about, make sure you ask how long they've been in the business, whether they're a buying or listing agent, also how well they negotiate from some data that they can show you, whether they work on a team, whether they're independent. Also the brand. I think it's important. I think branding of the company that they work for is one that I don't want to leave out, and that's something that's important because having a big brand will help you get your offers accepted. I find that some of these little smaller mom and pop shops, these independent shops, don't have the same firepower when it comes to negotiation and going into the right marketplace. And last but not least, are they leaders in the marketplace? Are they leaders in the area that you want to purchase a home? Make sure that they are, because that is huge when it comes to getting your offer accepted. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We're coming to you live every week with different ideas and tricks to have questions and to ask when it comes to the marketplace. Feel free to reach out to me anytime on the DM or on my website at justinpurpero.com.